How you doing? I'm Chef Paul. Today we're going to do a pan-seared Chilean sea bass with braised leeks and a shrimp, tomato, shallot relish with a balsamic glaze. So the first step in this process is take our beautiful Chilean sea bass here, season it, salt and pepper, like we always do, both sides. And that's that for now. Next, we're going to go right over to our stove and start our leeks. So, a pat of butter, 2 cloves of chopped garlic, okay, just melt that down for a minute, get that good and hot, and you'll start to smell the garlic immediately. Okay, as soon as this melts, in go our leeks, and we're gonna get that garlic and butter flavor all over that. And then as soon as we start to hear it sizzle, and I think the pan's getting hot enough, we're gonna add some white wine and some water and braise these for about 20 to 25 minutes until they reduce down to a thick sort of syrup. Okay, so that's going to be a few minutes. So the next step in this process with the Chilean sea bass, we're going to make our balsamic glaze. What we do is we got 4 ounces of balsamic vinegar, and it just goes straight into a pot, and we're going to turn that onto about medium high and bring that to a simmer. Once it simmers, we'll bring it back down to a low simmer and watch it. We're going to reduce it by half, and that'll be our balsamic glaze. Okay, so here we go. This is the leeks. What we'll do is sweat these out, and you can see the nice shine on there. Don't worry about that. Nice little shine going on this, and you don't want the garlic to brown too much. Just a little color on there, like that. And then we're going to add a half a cup of white wine and a half a cup of water. Okay, bring that up to a boil, then we're going to lower that to a simmer as well. Here we go with the next step in our pan-seared Chilean sea bass. We're going to make the relish. That's going to go on top of it. We got 6 peeled, deveined raw shrimp, some diced plum tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of white wine, a pat of butter, and 2 diced shallots. So the first step, as always, a little seasoning on our shrimp, and right to the pan. So in goes a pat of butter. Give that a stir, melt that. You can see our leeks are coming along here. Okay, so we got our butter melted for the relish, and in goes our shallots. In goes our tomato, and in goes our shrimp. Okay, we're just gonna toss that, and shrimp you only want to cook till they're pink. So this is going to take maybe 2 minutes. So as soon as the shrimp is cooked, we're going to deglaze the pan with some white wine, let that reduce down, and put it aside, and that's ready to go. Okay, so our shrimp is good and cooked right here. It's not even fully cooked, as you can see right there. We're going to leave that in the pan like that, and we're going to hit it with a little white wine. Okay, and the steam from this is going to finish cooking the shrimp anyway, so it'll be perfect. So here's our leeks. They're just about finished here. What we're going to do to finish them off is add about a tablespoon of heavy cream. Mix that up and just let that cook some more until that's just about dissolved. Okay, so here we go with our fish. We're going to start with a very hot pan, medium high, pat of butter. See, it starts to melt right away. The pan's good and hot. We want to get a good sear on the fish. We do that. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Okay, just let that mix. And the reason you want the butter is so that you get a little brown caramelization on the outside of the fish. Okay, fish goes right in. You can hear immediately that crackle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cook this for 4 minutes on this side. We're going to lift it up and take a look. When it's got a nice little caramelization on the other side, we're going to flip it and do the same thing. Okay, so now it's been about 4 minutes. What we're going to do is flip our fish here. Use 2 utensils if you have to. You don't want to make a splash. The oil's hot. Take it, gently flip it. And you can see that's what the butter's going to do. Give it that nice crust on the outside. Okay, so we're almost done with our Chilean sea bass here. Now, about 4 minutes on each side, but as you can see on the side here, you'll see where it's still opaque. And if you like to crush that, just give it a turn. And just sear it like that. Just 10-20 seconds is fine. Ready to plate our pan-seared Chilean sea bass. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our leeks. Make a nice pile right in the middle like that. Okay. Whoops. We're going to take our Chilean sea bass, put it right on top like that, and we're going to take our balsamic reduction, reduced by half. Take this, just drizzle that around. Like that. And we're going to take our shrimp, tomato, and shallot relish. And just pile it like that. And there we have it. Pan-seared Chilean sea bass with wilted leeks and a tomato, shallot, and shrimp relish with a balsamic reduction. Alright, and that's it. Thanks again for joining us on Culinary Episodes.